Have you ever felt like life is moving too fast, and yet you're stuck in the same place? Like your thoughts, your worries, and your dreams are all swirling in your head, but you can't make sense of them. You're not alone. So many of us go through life carrying invisible burdens, weighed down by things we never even fully understand. The truth is, your mind is powerful, but it's also chaotic. And the way to tame that chaos, the way to unlock clarity, focus, and real growth, is simpler than you think. It's called journaling. I know what you might be thinking. Journaling? Isn't that just writing down random thoughts? But that's only scratching the surface. Journaling is not just a habit. It's a life-transforming practice, a bridge between where you are now and the life you truly want to live. Imagine sitting down each morning or evening, a pen in your hand, and feeling the weight of your mind slowly lifting as your thoughts find their way onto the page. That act alone is revolutionary. You are not just writing. You are seeing yourself, understanding yourself, and connecting with yourself in ways you've never experienced before. Journaling allows you to pause, to breathe, to reflect. It's the mirror of your soul, the sounding board that never judges, the friend who always listens. And here's the secret. When you write, your mind starts to organize itself. Confusion becomes clarity. Overwhelm becomes manageable. Anxiety turns into understanding. Every word you write is a step toward freedom from the clutter inside your head. But let me be honest with you. Starting a journal isn't always easy. At first, the blank page can feel intimidating. You might stare at it, unsure of where to begin, and suddenly, all the thoughts in your head seem too scattered to put into words. And that's normal. Every great journey begins with a single step, and this is yours. You don't need perfect sentences. You don't need fancy words. You don't even need a specific format. What you need is honesty. You need courage. Because journaling is about speaking to yourself with the truth you sometimes hide even from yourself. Write what you feel, what you fear, what excites you, what confuses you. Write the messy, unfiltered version of you. That is where transformation begins. One of the most powerful aspects of journaling is the ability to see patterns in your own life. When you write consistently, you start noticing things about your thoughts and behaviors that you may have never realized. Perhaps you discover the moments when you feel most alive, the triggers that bring you stress, or the dreams you've been silently longing for. These revelations are more than just notes on a page. They are insight. They are guidance. They are the roadmap to the person you are becoming. And the beauty of it is that the answers were always inside you. Journaling just helps you find them. And here's something that often surprises people. Journaling isn't just for reflection. It's a tool for action. When you write down your goals, your intentions, your aspirations, something magical happens. Your brain starts to take them seriously. You start noticing opportunities, making decisions that align with your vision, and acting in ways that push you forward. Writing your goals turns them from abstract thoughts into tangible plans. It's like planting seeds in fertile soil. The more consistently you water them with words, the more they grow into reality. Journaling is not just a mirror, it's a catalyst. It's the quiet engine behind the life you want to create. Have you ever felt stuck in a cycle, repeating the same mistakes, falling into the same traps, or getting overwhelmed by emotions you can't control? Journaling can break that cycle. When you write about your experiences, your mistakes, and your regrets, something shifts. You gain perspective. You see your actions from the outside. You start to understand why you reacted the way you did, why certain choices felt inevitable, and how you can do things differently next time. Writing allows you to process emotions in a safe, controlled environment. It's like having a personal therapist in your notebook, guiding you gently towards self-awareness and growth. And it doesn't stop there. Journaling also unlocks creativity. When you give yourself the freedom to write without rules, without judgment, new ideas begin to flow. You start seeing solutions you never noticed before. You begin to dream bigger, because the page doesn't impose limits on what's possible. Every sentence, every paragraph is a doorway to insight, to imagination, to inspiration. Some of the greatest thinkers, leaders, and innovators in history swore by journaling. They knew that the act of writing is the act of thinking at its deepest level. And the best part? You don't need to be famous, wealthy, or talented. You just need to start. Now I want you to imagine your life 1 year from today. Imagine that you've committed to journaling, even for just a few minutes each day. How different would you feel? Would your mind feel clearer? Would your goals feel closer? Would your confidence grow because you finally understand yourself better than ever before? This is not a fantasy. This is the life that journaling can help you build. Every day, every word, every page is an investment in your own future, in the person you are becoming. And the most incredible thing is that it's yours. No one can take it away. No one can judge it. It's a private, sacred space where your life transforms quietly, steadily, powerfully. Now that you understand the transformative power of journaling, let's talk about how to make it a practice that actually sticks. Because here's the truth. Knowing is not enough. Many people know that journaling is powerful, yet they never take the first step. Life gets busy. Excuses pile up. I don't have time, we tell ourselves. I'll start tomorrow. But tomorrow has a sneaky way of turning into next week, next month, next year. That's why the key is to start small. Just 5 minutes a day, just one sentence, just a single thought. It doesn't matter how much you write. What matters is that you start. Consistency, not quantity, is the secret ingredient. 5 minutes may seem insignificant, but over time, those 5 minutes compound into clarity, insight, and growth that changes your life. One simple approach is to begin with gratitude. Yes, gratitude. It might feel cliché, but it works. Every day, write down 3 things you are grateful for. They can be tiny or monumental. Maybe it's the warmth of the morning sun, a kind word from a friend, or simply the fact that you woke up today with the chance to live again. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present. It rewires your brain to see the abundance in your life instead of the lack. And the more you write, the more you realize just how much is already working in your favor. But journaling isn't just about positivity. It's also about confronting the difficult, messy, uncomfortable parts of yourself. It's about being brutally honest with your fears, your failures, your anger, and your sadness. Don't shy away from the pain. Write about it. Explore it. Name it. When you do, something magical happens. The pain loses its power. By putting your struggles on paper, you begin to separate yourself from them. You realize that you are not your mistakes. You are not your fear. You are the observer, the thinker, the creator of your own life. And once you see that separation, once you see yourself clearly, you can start making intentional choices instead of reacting to life on autopilot. One technique that many find incredibly powerful is morning pages. This is simple. First thing in the morning, write 3 pages of whatever is in your mind. Don't censor, don't judge, don't worry about grammar or spelling. Let your thoughts flow freely. Think of it as emptying your mental backpack before the day begins. All the clutter, all the doubt, all the tension, pour it onto the page. By the time you finish, you'll feel lighter, clearer, and more focused. Morning pages aren't just writing. They are a ritual, a ceremony, a promise to yourself that you are committed to knowing and growing. Another approach is reflective journaling. At the end of each day, write about what happened, what you learned, and how you felt. Ask yourself questions like, what made me happy today? What challenged me? What could I have done differently? Reflective journaling turns experiences into lessons. It transforms life into a teacher, and you into a student who is learning, evolving, and improving every single day. It also creates a record of your journey, a living map of your growth. Months from now, you can look back and see how far you've come. And nothing is more motivating than witnessing your own progress in black and white. Journaling can also be your personal problem-solving toolkit. When faced with a challenge, write it down. Break it into parts. Ask yourself, what are my options? What resources do I have? What would I do if I weren't afraid? Writing helps you slow down, organize your thoughts, and see solutions that might be invisible in the chaos of your mind. Often, the act of writing itself sparks insights. Your hand on paper, your mind translating abstract thoughts into words, creates clarity that thinking alone cannot achieve. It's like turning on a flashlight in a dark room. Suddenly, everything becomes visible. And here's a secret that few people talk about. Journaling strengthens your intuition. The more you write, the more you tune into your inner voice. You begin to notice subtle feelings, quiet nudges, and internal signals that guide you toward the right choices. You start trusting yourself. You start listening to yourself. And trust me, nothing is more empowering than knowing that you have an internal compass that won't steer you wrong. Journaling sharpens that compass. It makes you aware, present, and aligned with your own life's path. Don't forget the power of creative journaling. Doodle, sketch, write poetry, write letters to yourself or to people in your life, even if you never send them. Expressing yourself creatively opens up parts of your mind and soul that structured thinking often leaves untouched. Sometimes the answers you seek don't come from logical analysis, but from the imagination, from intuition, from your deepest emotional layers. When you journal creatively, you unlock those hidden treasures. You give yourself permission to explore, to dream, to invent, to play. And yes, play is an essential part of growth. And here's the most important part. Journaling works because it's personal. This is your story, your thoughts, your emotions, your life. No one else can write it for you. No one else can understand it as intimately as you do. And yet, paradoxically, it connects you to yourself, to your dreams, and even to the world. Because when you know yourself, when you understand your patterns, your desires, and your fears, you step into life more fully. You relate to others more authentically. You live more intentionally. You stop drifting and start creating. I want you to imagine something. Picture your life 6 months from now, after 6 months of consistent journaling. Can you see it? Your mind is clearer. You handle stress better. You understand your emotions instead of being controlled by them. You're more confident. You're more creative. You're more focused. The decisions you make align with your true values. You're living with purpose, clarity, and direction. And it all started with that simple, quiet act of picking up a pen and writing down your thoughts. One word at a time, one day at a time, you have transformed your life from the inside out. Now let's address the part that often stops people from journaling: resistance. It's real. You might feel tired, distracted, or unsure if your writing is good enough. Maybe you think your thoughts aren't interesting, your life isn't meaningful, or your feelings are too messy to put on paper. I want you to hear this clearly. None of that matters. Journaling is not about perfection. It's not about impressing anyone. It's not even about making sense at first. It's about showing up for yourself. Every time you push past resistance and write honestly, you strengthen a muscle that is far more important than your arm or your leg. You strengthen your mind, your clarity, and your resilience. Think of journaling as a conversation with the most important person in your life, yourself. And in any Meaningful conversation, honesty is more important than polish. Let yourself speak without judgment. Let yourself cry if you need to. Let yourself laugh, dream, and even rage. All of it belongs on the page. This is your sanctuary, your private space where you can explore the full spectrum of human experience. You might be surprised by what emerges, insights that have been hiding in the corners of your mind, feelings that have been buried under the noise of life, desires you didn't even know were yours. Journaling uncovers them. Journaling illuminates them. And when you see them clearly, you can finally act on them. Over time, journaling becomes more than a habit. It becomes a lifestyle. It's a lens through which you see the world and yourself. You begin to notice your triggers, your strengths, and the patterns that shape your choices. You start to recognize which habits serve you and which ones hold you back. You gain the ability to course correct in real time, to make intentional choices instead of reacting automatically. Life stops happening to you and starts happening with you. That's the power of self-awareness, and journaling is the gateway. There's also an incredible emotional benefit. Writing down your struggles reduces stress, anxiety, and overwhelm. Scientific studies show that journaling literally rewires your brain, creating pathways that help you process emotions, solve problems, and manage mental health. The act of writing is like a release valve, letting go of mental pressure and creating space for clarity and calm. When you journal consistently, you notice your emotional storms passing faster, your mind calming quicker, and your ability to handle challenges improving dramatically. It's like carrying an invisible shield that protects your peace. And here's a point that might resonate deeply. Journaling strengthens gratitude, hope, and optimism. When you reflect on your experiences, your wins, and even your struggles, you start to see the threads of growth that run through your life. You realize that setbacks are not failures, but lessons. You begin to see challenges as stepping stones, and you start to appreciate your resilience. The page becomes a witness to your courage, a record of your triumphs, and a constant reminder that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. Journaling also cultivates creativity and problem solving. When you allow your thoughts to flow freely, your mind makes connections it might never make in structured thinking. You find solutions that were previously invisible. You discover ideas, insights, and innovations that seem to appear from nowhere. But in reality, they were waiting quietly in your subconscious until you created the space to hear them. This is why some of the world's greatest artists, leaders, and thinkers swore by journaling. They knew that the pen is more than a tool. It's a portal to the deepest parts of yourself. And let's not forget the long-term impact. Years from now, when you look back through your journal, you'll see your journey unfold in black and white. You'll see how far you've come, the growth you've achieved, and the obstacles you've overcome. There is something incredibly empowering in witnessing your own evolution. It reminds you that you are capable of change, that you are resilient, and that your life is a story worth telling, one page at a time. Journaling preserves your legacy, your thoughts, and your growth in a way that nothing else can. So here's my challenge to you. Start today. Pick up a pen, open a notebook, write a single word, a single sentence, or a single thought, and then write another. Let the words flow. Let the pages fill. Allow yourself to experience the magic of seeing your own mind, heart, and soul reflected in ink. Journaling is not a chore. It's not an obligation. It's a gift to yourself that grows in value with every word. It's a practice that will change how you think, feel, and act. It's a doorway to a life that is more intentional, more connected, and more fulfilled than you ever imagined possible. Remember this: your story matters, your thoughts matter, your growth matters. By journaling, you are claiming your life, taking responsibility for your growth, and stepping into the person you are meant to be. Every word you write is a step toward clarity, freedom, and self-discovery. So don't wait. Start now. Start with a single line. Start with a single page. Start with the courage to show up for yourself today, because the life you want is waiting on the other side of the pen. Let's take a moment and imagine a real-life scenario. Picture someone waking up after a long, exhausting week, feeling mentally cluttered,